Happy Saturday. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Flores. You know, I actually graduated from AV High School, but it was a long time ago.
Oh,
Maybe
really?
I need to go
love
back.
that site. No. It's a great school. You don't.
I need a tune-up or something?
Not at all.
You should have
please.
to recertify your graduation every 10 years.
I think so too, but we have to do that for a lot of certifications. So but.
Aaron, welcome. And you were asking about my my wristband, AV Nice. And AV Nice is something I started just to change the conversation here in the Antelope Valley and realize what a great place we live in.
It really is. It's a great valley. I've lived here I've worked out here for 11 years, but lived here for 5, and there's actually a lot more to it than I thought originally. So it's been great.
These
great
weekly
experience.
conversations we have with chamber members and friends of the chamber, I meet the neatest people. So here's a wristband for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Happy New Year.
To you as well.
So
Thank you.
you're out at Highland High School, and before that you were a music teacher at Quartz Hill?
I was the choir teacher for 10 years at Quartz Hill High School.
And that's what actually brought you to the Antelope Valley in the first place.
That's it. 10 years ago, there was an opening, and I jumped on it right out of college.
Imagine being able to get a job the day you graduate.
Well, I don't know if it was the day I graduated,
a day or two.
but
Well, you probably took a break. You probably rested for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. I worked as a rover sub at AV High School, and that's when I saw the job opening. It was about 2 months in at the end of the year. So.
And you were good at Quartz Hill. They hated to lose you.
Oh, thank you. I miss it. I miss teaching. It was, it was really impactful. You feel like you're really making a difference. I feel the same now, but it's different. Don't get that student interaction as much.
Do you have former students come up to you and say, "Hey, Mr. Foley, thank you," or "Do you remember me?" Or
yes, all the time actually. But since I've only been a principal for 6 months, so it's pretty fresh. I have students that come in all the time, which is great. I love it. I love seeing them.
I have a question. What kinds of academic programs does Highland High School offer for students?
Highland is really unique in that it offers a few different academic programs. One of our biggest is our Law and Government Academy, run by Ms. Christy Chacon, Ms. Sandra Gordon, and Mr. Doug Alexander. It basically is just an academy that you take for 4 years, prepping yourself for the real world in law, anything to do with it. So they guide you through every step, every law process, the history of law, and the ever-changing laws that come out, and there are many. So it takes years of dedication, but the students, when they leave, are well prepared for college, which is fantastic. It's a great program to have. One of our other ones is our AVID program, which is also really big, run by Ms. Cindy Godomsky. She's great as well, preparing students to get organized and to make sure they're prepared for the workforce and mostly college-bound when they get out. And our another pathway, another big one, is our HERO pathway. One of my favorites. It's with Christy Chacon and Tim Green, and basically it's prepping students to become fire ready and medical certified by the time they graduate.
In the high school?
In high school, yeah, it's great. In the classroom, Christy's classroom, for example, has a full-blown ambulance in it. So students can go in and be the EMT that comes to help people, and they do these mock situations all the time of students that are under certain conditions, and what do? They give them CPR, and they learn how to really save lives even before they leave high school. And getting into the fire field, as we know anymore, with Tim Green's program, he shows them how, the physical restraints of it, but he also ties that in with the EMT program because most firemen are also paramedics. So they both go hand in hand, and it's a fantastic program, well preparing students for college.
Now, is this a program that we just decided to develop, or is it because we have these unique instructors that this would be a perfect fit for? Do you know? It's
both, actually. It's been in process. The concept has been there, and it's mostly CTE run, not necessarily through the district, kind of a segue. But the idea, the concept has been there. It just we got these great people to come in. Tim Green is new, and so is Christy. They both are pretty new, and they come in with their with their idea already planned out, but the program has kind of been moving along. So we're developing it as we go. And like the ambulance, we only just got a few months ago, and everything's constantly growing. So it's pretty new. Yeah.
Hot off the presses.
Pretty close, yeah.
What are some of the successful extracurricular sports programs that you've got going?
Oh, like most of the comp sites, this high school district in general each site has some great sport programs. And Highland is also very unique in that we offer the gambit just like all the other comp sites, but we have many that have gone on to CIF. Like our cross country team went to CIF, our girls golf with a student Arlene Salvador, she went to CIF, our girls volleyball went to CIF, our girls tennis went to CIF, and that's only up to this point. So we still have another 6 months to go, and it's been great so far.
Where do you hang all the banners?
Oh, all over the place. Our admin building is logged in with all the plaques, and in our commons too. We have Student of the Month that we showcase for our best athletes every month. So all on banners in our commons.
Okay, now tell me the difference between being a good athlete and being a good scholastic student. What's the combination or what's the mix there?
Well, actually, a lot of students that are good at one are very good at the other as well. So you see them, they do a lot of very physical, interactive things as well as academic and scholastic. It's great, especially in the performing arts. We have also another great performing art program and with our choir with John Crocker, our drama with Peggy Self, our band, which is #1 in Southern California in our division, our 1A division under David McCaslin, which is great. They went to championships. We got first place back in November. It was awesome. But a lot of those students, all those artsy students and very physical in athletics are all also our valedictorians and very well-rounded, great students.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great school.
You should add public relations to your business card.
Should I? I would like to. Thank you.
Yeah.
I might do that.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm ready for my re-up, you know?
All right. Well, me too. I kind of want to go back and, do I? I don't know.
The teachers are pretty amazing, the teachers and the staff. But what sorts of things do you do to grow the teachers in professional education?
In this day and age, educating students gets more and more challenging as far as the statistics go, because our attention spans, as we know, are getting shorter and shorter. And so trying to find a way to hang on to students' attention through all these classes that are mandated and to pique their interest at the same time and push them to new skills and new 21st century technological advances to prepare them for workplace and college is difficult. So our teachers yearly are going to conferences all the time. We want to keep them in the classroom as much as we can, but at the same time, we want them to always reassess what they know. So we have a training group coming in this year, which we've had in the past, but now it's all site. It's called Catapult, and they come in and basically it's a program that's been proven to work to pique student interest, keep them engaged in learning, and to keep the educators in the know of what's going on, to learn about students, build those relationships, know each student's unique needs so we can appeal to them and keep them locked in. And, sitting in an hour's lecture for 6 hours a day is really tough for anybody.
Yeah.
So we all get on our phones. I mean, that's the first thing we do. And students are no different. They all want to get right on their phone when someone starts talking. So you have to find a way to deliver information, but in a way that they want to engage with you, and then to check constantly to see if they understand what's going on, and just to keep them all informed and learning. So to check, the constant checking for understanding is so important. And we send them to many workshops and many different trainings for that.
We're talking with Aaron Foley from Highland High School. Another great way to keep the students engaged is to ask lots of questions, because I remember that would always keep me awake. I couldn't just hide behind a book. If someone's going to ask me a question, I got to play like I was listening the whole time.
those random,
Yeah.
like, oh, your head's down, you're going to answer this question. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember those.
Stand up and give us those
Yep.
3 points again.
Exactly.
What are the current projects? We just have about a minute and a half left. Current projects that you're working on that are innovative and new.
We actually this year, something that's brand new is our campus-wide project. We had students come together and teachers and clerical staff, everybody, to come together to address a need that was seen in the community. And one of the biggest needs was just trash. We have a lot of trash. There's dumping that happens in our desert, and it happens on our campus as well. So that was a big, big focus, and everyone was jumping on board. So we're creating this collaborative process with all these different teachers and groups that come together, and we're developing a plan to try to clean things up and create awareness at the same time of what happens to all that trash. We have waste management right over our hill. So,
Right.
we're trying to build a connection with them. And so we can see how we can help not only our school site, but our community as well, to get everyone in the know of what to do, what's actually there, and how to fix it.
The neat thing also is the students get to meet professionals in different fields, and then
Oh, yes.
when they get out, it's who you know,
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is.
who you've worked with, who you've been an intern with.
Oh, yeah. And
You never know.
Yeah, exactly. It's really important.
Aaron, what's your contact information?
My contact information?
Yeah, how would people find you?
Oh, well, a Highland High School website, just highlandhigh.org, or just highland.org, I believe, Highland HS. And you can contact any of the administrators. Dr. Grado's our principal, and he's a fantastic person, very innovative, fresh ideas, and really wants to do what it takes for our students. You can go there. My email is afoley@avhsd.org, or you can just call the school.
Well, thank you very much, Aaron.
Thank you, Chris. It's been great.